Now, I wanted to correct some misleading information which has been going on recently about the government supposedly dropping its animal welfare legislation. This is entirely wrong, and I will be really upset if this is the case, because animal welfare has been a big issue for me, and I know is in my constituency. Now, the Kept Animals Bill, which is what we're talking about, contained many important measures, such as banning in live animal exports, and preventing pet theft and tackling livestock worrying. All really important issues, and certainly in Shoreham, with its history of the live animal exports from Shoreham Harbour going back into the 1990s, it's a really sensitive issue. So that's why I'm really concerned to get this straight. Now, the problem is that the multitude of issues within the bill made it rather messy and complicated, and actually was slowing down its progress through Parliament. It also gave opposition parties a chance to play some political games by adding more and more into its scope, further slowing it down and making it rather cumbersome. So instead, what the government's decided to do is to take forward the measures individually in the bill during the remainder of this Parliament. So, for example, having left the EU, we are now able to ban live animal exports for fattening and slaughter. There have been no live exports from Great Britain since 2020, and the legislation which we are going to bring forward will make this permanent. I absolutely support that. We're also cracking down on puppy smuggling, pet abduction and livestock worrying through focused single issue bills, which again will go through Parliament much quicker. Again, this is important locally. We have the Dogs Trust in Shoreham. I visited again recently to see some of the problems they're facing around puppy smuggling, and the government is absolutely determined to take more action on this. So let's actually not forget what we have achieved in the last few years under this government. On farms, we brought in minimum standards for chickens, banned the use of conventional battery cages for laying hens, and made CCTV mandatory in slaughterhouses across England. For pets, we have made microchipping mandatory for dogs since 2015. We've protected service animals and banned the commercial third-party sales of puppies and kittens. And we've brought in tougher sentences for animal cruelty, now up to 5 years. And just this week, we're extending the Ivory Act, which we brought into force last year, to ban ivory dealing as well. So actually, this government's track record on animal welfare is pretty impressive, and we're not going to change that now. So we haven't dropped the animal welfare legislation, we're actually doubling down on it, and that's a good thing.